Alright, if you're looking for the best decks to climb Master Rank, the season is almost over. We're almost on to the next set. So I want to go over the best decks that you can use if you're trying to get that last minute Masters climb. As you can see, we have all of the Eevee Grove decks here. And we're just going to tell you straight up my opinion on what I think belongs in the top of the top tier. Okay, I don't like this name. We're going to change it. Meta defining GOATs. If you are a fan of the channel, you know I always gotta rename stuff. But I actually like the name of this. YouTube content, it fits the bottom tier, stuff you just play for fun. Speaking of playing for fun, no, I'm just kidding. That was a joke. Now, Buzzwole. Oh, this is the original Buzzwole, right? Yeah, it has to be. The Buzzwole, Celesteela, Pheromosa, Kartana. I think this deck is pretty good. But in terms of climbing in this meta, you are going to find a lot of Greninjas. And the thing about Buzzwole, I don't know how good it really is into Sylveon Greninja. That's the thing I'm wondering right now. I don't think it fell off. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think you're just going to lose on cooldown. This deck is still very, very good. It's very sound. The game plan is good. But in a Sylveon meta, things are getting ready faster than your Buzzwole may be able to get set up. That's the problem we have, right? That's the problem. And then let's say they have two Greninjas up and a Giratina, your Buzzwole might get one shot. It's a little bit harder for Buzzwole to survive in this meta. Not even taking into account Charizard, so I want to say he's a strong B tier deck. I wouldn't say pick it if your plan is to win on cooldown. I don't think it's like that anymore. To be honest, I don't think Buzzwole is just a pick it and you win streak. No, I don't think it's like that anymore. You gotta think a little bit harder with Buzzwole now. It's not as easy to just win on cooldown. But it's still good though. Guys, B tier is not bad, but I personally wouldn't say do it. It's okay. If you want to do it, it can work. B tier is if you want to do it, it can work. Charizard EX in Stoutland? I'm actually a big Stoutland believer. I think if Stoutland gets ready quick, it's one of the most disruptive mons in the entire game. Bar none. It's actually, if you, people don't think about it, adding another energy to every move your opponent needs to do is extremely disruptive. Obviously, I think this is better. I'm just going to take it right now. I think this is a meta-defining deck. Obviously, it's picked everywhere. It does very good. It places very well. If you want to climb in Master Rank, play Sylveon Charizard. You'll have a great time. I think you will have a great time. And it can deal with Oricorio decently enough. But it's not the best matchup though, Oricorio. Stoutland has a better matchup against Oricorio. That is very true. Stoutland gives you an option to deal with Oricorio. But this is kind of just the worst version of this deck, if you want me to be honest. But it's still very good. Because Charizard is very good right now. Stoutland is very good right now. I think A tier is fine. I think it's a deck you can play. Honestly, I think it's a deck you can play. Do I have to talk about this? I made a whole video on it recently. Do I have to talk about Darkrai? I say this every time I bring up Darkrai in a tier list. Do I really have to explain to you guys why Darkrai belongs to meta-defining GOATs? If you guys want to win, if you guys don't want to think that much, if you guys just want a deck that is extremely consistent, you only run 2 mons, you don't even have to run the Heligo anymore, run Darkrai Giratina. It's extremely good. It's extremely good. You can just build 2 very strong mons simultaneously. You deal with Oricorio, run double Rocky Helmet. You're doing 40 damage pinks to Oricorio for no reason. You're doing 80 damage in 2 turns. Oricorio is not a problem for Darkrai anymore. It's the undisputed, one of the best decks in the game. I don't know about best. I don't know about number 1, but if we're giving him credit just for his staying power, dude's damn near basically the best deck in the game. But yeah, Darkrai is incredible. Darkrai is incredible. This is not very good. I don't know. Me personally, I'm not the biggest Umbreon believer. A lot of mons evolve. Not a lot of mons stay basic in this meta. It's good into something like a Buzzwole deck, maybe, because every single mon is a basic mon, and they just can't attack ever, which is kind of funny. It's also good into stuff like, I guess Darkrai. If you're fighting a Darkrai, Umbreon can make it so Darkrai and Giratina can't attack ever. But I'm gonna be honest, guys. I would not run this. I would just run Darktina, like regular Darktina. I don't know about adding an Umbreon. I don't know. It's not. I'll put it above this deck though. I can't lie. But you can try it if you want. I don't think it'll give you super crazy win streaks, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna just say it's okay. Now, when it comes to Decidueye Pheromosa, I actually think it's pretty good. I think it's better than Buzzwole Celesteela. Honestly. Yeah, I'm sticking with that opinion too. I think the Decidueye Pheromosa is extremely fast to get started, unlike Buzzwole. Buzzwole can be extremely fast, but the Decidueye is even faster, especially with Rare Candy. For some reason, the Decidueye got buffed with Howl, right? Howl buffed the Decidueye. Now you can do 130 damage with Pierce the Pain. It's crazy. Pheromosa sets up very nicely for the Decidueye. I haven't seen people talk about this deck a lot, and I don't know why. I think the Decidueye Pheromosa is very, very good. It's decently consistent as well. You know, you're only running a few Mons, and I don't know. I think it's very good. Very, very good deck. Very good deck. I think it belongs in A tier. You can use it. You can get some wins. Dialga Snorlax. I'm not liking this. I don't know if this is missing a Mon. Is there like a third Mon in this deck or something? I don't know. I'm not liking this. I'm looking at it and I'm not feeling it. I'm thinking about it in theory. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking it. I don't know. Snorlax is cool and all, but what is he, just a tank for you to build your Dialga? I'm not messing with that deck. I don't know if it's YouTube content necessarily, but I'll put a C. I'll put a C. This deck is pretty good if you can get things to go your way. You know, if you're drawing just bad, because you can draw bad in this deck, you can draw very bad, and it's dual energy. It kind of belongs in B. I'm gonna be honest, but on average, you'll probably get your energy. See, that's the bad thing about dual energy decks. Like you probably will get it on average, but there are games where you can literally get stuck on one energy. It's terrible. It's a terrible system. But Dragonite, Zero, or, you know, Fossils, it's pretty good. You do need a lot of cards to get the double Giga Impact. You know, you need your Leaf, you need your Fossils, so... And it's kind of hard to draw your Fossils, too, because they're not basic ones. But when it works, it's incredibly strong. It's, like, incredibly strong, no counterplay almost, so... I will put it A. I think you'll probably have a better time in those decks. I think. On average, you know, it's weird. Espeon Stoutland on paper is very good. On paper, it's very good. It reminds me of a deck that I cooked up with a certain somebody. But, yeah. I actually... maybe throw in a Sylveon in this deck as well. On paper, I'm liking this deck. On paper, I am liking how this deck looks, how it sounds. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I genuinely do like it a lot. Alright, now we got a bunch of Flareon decks. Let's knock these out. Let's knock out these Flareon decks. Okay, for you Flareon fans, I am thinking this is one of the best decks in the game. You know, the Flareon, Leafeon, Sylveon deck. It hasn't seen a lot of tournament play, I think, which is weird. I thought it would get a lot more tournament play, but I don't care. I still think this deck is actually incredible. It deals with a lot of things. Leafeon builds itself, Sylveon draws your entire deck, and you can throw in a basic regular Leafeon, right, the baby Leafeon, to deal with things like Oricorio, because it does 90 damage. It will one-shot an Oricorio even with a cape. I don't know why this deck does not get more tournament play. I really think it's good. If you guys want to climb, Leafeon, Flareon, and Sylveon, extremely good deck. Eevee bag, stacking damage. This thing can one-shot a lot of things. Flareon can one-shot tons of things in the game. Yeah, I like it. I like this deck a lot. I think it belongs up there. Flareon EX and Silvally. I think this deck is significantly better, but Silvally is Silvally. And we already know the motto. Silvally going second, you might just lose the game. That is the motto. If Silvally is going second, you probably just lost. So you pair it with a good mon like Flareon, yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. You don't have a consistent way to discard energy really, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, this deck does not really have a consistent way to discard energy, but it's also very good. Flareon is just very good. Yeah, I think it belongs in it. You can play it. You will probably win a lot of games. You will probably win a lot of games, guys. Torkoal, not the biggest believer. I'm not the biggest believer in Torkoal. I think that deck is significantly better if you want to play Flareon. It's not bad though, and it does play into Flareon's discarding thing. So you can build and have Torkoal attack at the same time. But is it on the level of Sylveon going second? Sylveon going second is just so strong. But I don't think it's bad though. I don't think Torkoal's necessarily a bad deck. I don't know if I put it down here with these guys. But I feel like I prefer to just play Sylveon with Flareon. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. I think maybe they're equal. They serve different purposes, you know. Turtonator though I am putting in B. It's very good, but literally when you don't get Kiawe, it's very bad. So it hinges on you starting with the one card, which is bad. I don't know. That's just not good. It's not good. I don't know. The fact that it hinges on you starting with a supporter in your 20 card deck, it's just not good. Like one supporter card, because I mean it's very weird because if you start Kiawe, it feels extremely powerful. I can't lie, but when you don't start it, it feels terrible. So I think it rightfully belongs in B, right? I don't think you guys will have the biggest problem with this, right? I think it belongs in B. Garchomp fell off. I'm gonna say that right now. Garchomp fell off quite a little bit. I thought it was like up here at first. Oh, this is not Sylveon Garchomp, by the way. Unless Sylveon is in this deck, you should run him with Sylveon, but I'm assuming Sylveon just can't fit on the picture. I think it's very good, but it's no longer meta defining. But if you're running a fighting type deck, still extremely well. It actually performed super well at a recent tournament I watched. Garchomp Sylveon performed extremely well. I'm not sure if Rampardos was in the deck. It probably was. But assuming this is Garchomp, I said Sylveon. I meant Sylveon. I think I said Sylveon. Or Sylveon. Their names sound the same, bro. Holy moly. But Garchomp Sylveon. Oh my god. Garchomp Sylveon performed very good at a recent tournament. I think it does belong up here, assuming Sylveon is in this deck. Anyways, right? Let's see this. Greninja Oricorio. Very good. I don't know, meta defining, but extremely good. You will get a lot of wins. Greninja Oricorio, I'm assuming Giratina as well. Greninja Oricorio, Giratina is still extremely good deck. If you want to just get some wins in ranked, and you want to deal with all these EX mons, these Darktinas, these you know, all this EX crap, right? Greninja Oricorio, Giratina is still an extremely good deck. It's always going to be pretty good. Greninja is great, Oricorio is great, and Giratina is great. It's like you're taking 3 great mons and put them in one deck. What do you expect? You expect greatness, right? You expect greatness. This is the best deck in the game, bar none, right? Do we have to explain it? I mean, Greninja, broken chip damage. Sylveon makes it so we get our Greninjas quicker, and Giratina is Giratina. It builds itself. You add some Greninjas, Giratina's doing like 150 damage. Possibly even more, 170, you never know. But yeah, it's great. This deck is incredible. It deals with tons of things. You draw your entire deck instantly with Sylveon. It's incredible. It's extremely annoying to fight against as well. It's great. It performs great. It wins tournaments. It does everything you need it to be. It does everything you need it to do. If you want to just win games, go ahead and play Greninja Sylveon, guys. Go ahead. If you can't beat him, join him. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Guzzlord and Lego. I think it is pretty good, but I think it does belong down here. I'm sorry. I think these decks are significantly better now. The Ultra Beasts are not as strong as they used to be. I can't lie. They're not as strong as they used to be. A lot of these regular mons are getting ready faster now. So even though these guys do, you know, they can make use of Luzamine and stuff, people are just drawing their entire deck with Sylveon. And it's like very hard to stop the damage ramp of some of these Eevees, you know, and they're one-shotting these Ultra Beasts sometimes, especially Buzzwole. I think it's very good. You know, B tier is not bad. It's just I wouldn't recommend it. But you can still win with these decks, guys. You can still win with these decks, so yeah, I think Guzzlord belongs here. Maybe he's here, guys. It could be. It's still extremely good. especially when you get Grindcore to work, but it's flippy, so what can you do? Is it solo Incineroar? Why are there 2 Incineroars? No Sylveon. Sylveon. Wow, I cannot speak. Mono Incineroar did get better. How is here in the game now? It's definitely either here or here. I think with Sylveon, it could be right up here with Charizard almost. Yeah, running it with Sylveon. Assuming this is Mono Incineroar though, I am just gonna put it here. I think he gets a lot of value from stuff like Sylveon, stuff like Shiinotic. So I don't know why Mono Incineroar is here, but I would put it A still. You know, if you get it, you get it. That's how rare candy decks are. You know, if you pull it, you pull it, and it's very hard to stop an early Incineroar. How buffs Fire Fang, so it's doing like 80 damage now, right? Something crazy with How. So yeah, incredible card. I think even more than 80. But Lucario Rampardos. Despite it all, I think it's still very strong. Despite everything power creeping it, I think Lucario Rampardos is still very strong, and it can get you some wins. I wouldn't recommend playing Lucario Rampardos over all these other decks, but I would say it still beats here. It's very good. I don't know. What do you guys think about Lucario Rampardos? It's just a very strong Rampardos once you get your Lucarios out, so that is obviously hard to deal with. It'll always be decent. I think Lucario Rampardos will always be decent, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. Magnezone Shiinotic, very good. Again, a lot of decks are very good in Eevee Grove, as you can see from my tier list. This is a very diverse meta. It is extremely diverse. Yeah, Shiinotic Magnezone is very good. Very good. I think Magnezone Sylveon is actually a little bit better though, so I will put it in meta-defining goats because I think Magnezone deserves it. He stood the test of time, and Sylveon is just broken in any deck you put it in. But Shiinotic is cool though. But I kind of prefer Sylveon EX. Actually, no, I don't think it's meta-defining. I think they both belong here. I think both are good for different reasons. You know, Shiinotic finds Mons specifically, and Sylveon just goes through your deck, period. So, it's kind of up to you how you feel about running Magnezone, but these are both incredible ways to run Magnezone, so... yeah, I think that's great. Primarina, I don't think is too incredible. Let me take both of the Primarinas. I don't think these are too incredible, but they can definitely win you some games. I might just prefer the Pyukumuku, because you have to draw a lot of things with Greninja, right? There's a lot of things you have to draw. You can't really just throw a Sylveon in, because that's way too many Mons at that point, right? You're running a lot of Mons, a lot of rare candy candidates that want to eat your rare candy. You have to think about who you want to give it to. I'm actually going to put it in C, I'm not going to lie. But B is, yeah, I think B is okay for Pyukumuku. It's okay, it's decent, it can get the job done. But if you brick and don't get Primarina, it's pretty bad. Savali Oricorio, I think actually belongs up here. Savali Oricorio's aura is meta-defining. It's great. It places incredible in tournaments to this day. It can deal with tons of things in the game. You know, I thought it was candidate for best deck in the game recently. Made a video on it. But yeah, Savali Oricorio, I don't know how you guys can argue against it. Savali's great. Oricorio's great when he works, when he's needed. Against EXs, he's great. And Zero Aura helps build not only itself, but maybe Savali, you know, Dawn. You could Dawn and Savali attack turn 2. Great stuff. Let's see, Savali Ramp. I still think Savali Ramp is very good. I don't know if it's meta-defining. I think I'd recommend S tier before it, but I think it's still A tier, so it's recommendable. But I think these decks are maybe a little better right now. But Savali Rampardos, when it works, it works. It's broken, it's brain dead. Yeah, it's still incredible. I don't know if it's S, guys. If you put it S, I wouldn't flame you. If you wanted to say it's S, I wouldn't blame you or anything. But yeah, I'm gonna put it there. Savali Giratina, I actually don't see this ran a lot, and I don't think I'm a fan of it. Cause you're not gonna be able to build Giratina when your Savali's just attacking a lot, right? I don't really like this. I don't know. I don't like Savali Giratina. I don't see it a lot. It's probably for a reason. I don't think it's very good. Oricorio Greninja. Is this not the same deck, but Oricorio's on top? Yeah, what? What is the difference? I'm putting them next to each other then. I don't know. They belong in A tier. Snorlax, Greninja. I think it's good. I think it's just good though. I wouldn't recommend it in Air S. Like you have to play it. Like you'll just get tons of wins. But yeah, I think it's B though. This is obviously playable. It's reminiscent of the old Snorlax Greninja, but now we're running Snorlax EX. And I'm assuming you also run Giratina. So yeah, very good. Solgaleo, Shiinotic. I think significantly, I mean, it could still be A tier, you know? I don't think it fell down that much. We already know why Solgaleo Shiinotic is good. I don't think I have to explain it. Shiinotic finds the mons, blah, blah, blah. But Solgaleo Leftover Sylveon is meta-defining for sure. It's winning tournaments. It's extremely consistent. It's great. You draw your entire deck. It helps you get your leftovers. Helps you deal with Charizard, right? Because it null and voids the recoil damage from Soulbreaker. I don't know if I have to explain it much. It's great. Solgaleo also does weakness into Sylveon. So Solgaleo is very good into other Sylveons, you know, into the Ditto. Yeah, very good deck. I think Solgaleo Sylveon is the best way to run Solgaleo right now. If you guys are Solgaleo fans, run it. I think this is actually incredible. I don't know about meta-defining. I don't think Sweets Relay is winning tournaments. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's great. You know, we thought it was a meme deck at first sight. So Sweets Relay, it's good. Like literally Slurpuff does Pikachu EX damage. Take that as you will, you know. Pikachu, you got power crept, my boy. But yeah, that's what I think about Sweets Relay. I don't have to explain it much. It's quick, it's fast, it's very squishy, but it doesn't matter because Alcremie will come in and one-shot the opponent and win you the game. That is the point of the Sweets Relay deck. Sylveon. I also think it's pretty good, but no, I actually think it belongs in A. I'm sorry, guys. There's a lot of things in A, but I think the meta is honestly very diverse. You can get wins with a lot of these decks, honestly. Sylveon EX and Sylveon, it's very good. Sylveon baby version just gets stronger and stronger, you know, as you keep evolving. And I think you also run an Espeon in this deck as well. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty versatile, and you get to run some basic mons. So it's not just a bunch of EXs, you know? It's pretty good. Sylveon EX Rampardos is very good. Same reason that Sylveon, or Silvally, sorry, wow, their names, bro. Same reason that Silvally Rampardos is good, but Sylveon helps you draw the deck. Maybe you can find your fossil easier than you can with Silvally as well. Very good, very good. I don't know about meta-defining, but it's very good. You get wins. And you guys are probably wondering, why is there a Claydol in the deck list? Because I'm actually gonna put it in A tier, yes. My deck that I made, right? In my Claydol video, which you have to check out, it's a classic. The deck is insane, I cooked. I actually recently went on like a 6-game win streak with it. No lies, seriously, no lies. Claydol, it's not just Claydol, by the way. But I had to find something to represent them. It's Claydol, Stoutland, and Sylveon. I don't know why, but it went great. Sylveon EX draws the deck for me. I find my Claydol, I get my Stoutland, I slow them down, and they can't heal. So they can't run away from Stoutland 70s. I'm sorry, I believe in Claydol Sylveon. Claydol, Sylveon, Stoutland, that's what this represents, and I think it's great. I don't care what you guys say, I cooked with it, win streaks with it. Claydol will be great, and when he's great, remember that Poke Ranch said it first. Anyways, there's nothing in YouTube content. That can't be correct, so we're actually gonna put him in there because something belongs in there, you know? Can't lie. Anyways, here is my final, you know, big old tier list, you know, for the best decks in the game if you want to get some dubs. Yeah, meta-defining A, B, C, and YouTube content. Anyways, let me know, guys, what do you think are the top 5 best decks in the meta right now? You know, I can predict that Darkrai will be it. I can predict that you guys are going to put Greninja Sylveon in it and Charizard Sylveon probably. Probably Solgaleo Sylveon EX and maybe Silvally Ori. But that's just me. Let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe if you want more Pocket content in the future. I appreciate all the support. Thank you guys. And with that, you already know, I'm out of here.